Okay guys, so this video is finally here and I have compiled my list of top 10 Xposed modules that can work on your Zenfone 5 without causing any troubles like boot loops and other crazy stuff where you need to reinstall your whole ROM and stuff. So it is very safe to install all these ROMs, all these modules, and not all of them are for customization or for design purposes. Some of them are for usability and battery saving and also for editing your privacy. So I won't leave a list or link to these modules down in the description below because you can easily head over to download and search with the names. So I'll leave a list of names that I'm speaking. Okay, now these are not in any particular order, they are just, I'll just speak in the order they will appear in the Xposed module stuff. Okay, so I'll just speak in this order, but I'll also tell you the two of my favorites among all these. So without further ado, let's get started with the top 10 list of Xposed modules that you can try on your Zenfone 5 to increase usability and other stuff. Okay. To start with, there is this Blacklist, which helps in blocking calls and SMSs from unknown and disturbing people. Okay, so what you can do actually is after KitKat, it doesn't allow you to block SMSs for third-party apps, but with this app in the Blacklist module you can do all of that and block all the annoying numbers and text messages that you have been getting. So it's a very useful app if you have a lot of annoying people who's disturbing you, or if you are a girl, because you get a lot of unwanted texts. Then there comes the DS battery saver, which is very useful. Given that the battery life is a nightmare with our Lollipop update, this can save you a lot of pain. Okay, it works very well when you are not using your phone, say when you are sleeping at night or when you are in a seminar or in school classes where you don't need your phone that much. So you can just head over and check out any of this options or presets where you can deep sleep when the screen is off, wake up every 45 minutes for 1 hour and all. I like the balance and aggressive, it works the best for me. So what it will do is it will switch off all your triggers and syncs and switch off your 3G or Wi-Fi. Okay, but it will wake up every 2 hours or 1 hour or 45 minutes depending on which preset you choose, and then sync everything, all your notifications and everything. So this works best when you are in a meeting where you don't need your phone, but if you're texting a lot at some moment, then just avoid this. Of course you can head over and change each preset or what will happen in each preset. There's a lot of things to change and customize, so this is a pretty nice app and it can help you with your battery life a lot. The next comes is the fixed Lollipop memory leak, which fixes the color fade leak that is present in Android 5.0. I have another video for that exclusively, with the link for which will be down in the description below. A lot of people have been asking me for the next one, the Greenify, whether the experimental features are working or not. Well, yes, they are working. Okay, I did check the ones that did not require me to buy the app, so I did not check all this, but this works. All of them are unticked for me because I don't use them, otherwise they do work. Okay, the next one that comes is hides heads up. This is very useful for me because I watch a lot of videos on my phone and I keep getting text notifications or the notification bubbles while I'm in the video. But if I swipe left or right, or if I swipe up, the notification completely dismisses even from the notification tray. Now this has been fixed in Android 5.1 where you can swipe up and the notification bubble will be dismissed, but the notification will stay in the notification tray. But it's not present in 5.0. To solve that comes your heads up hide preferences. Okay, so you can, as you can see, I can swipe up to hide, okay, but swiping will push the notification to the shade. So if I swipe up, the bubble will be dismissed, but the notification will be present in the tray. So it's true if I swipe to left or right. Now this is how it the default options come, but you can switch it on if you need it. I switched it on because I need it anyway. So the next that comes up is a native clipboard, and is also one of my favorites because there are many situations where you want to copy 2 or 3 stuffs at one time to a browser page. Okay, so you want to copy someone's name and number and then paste it to a messaging application. So what you do is keep switching back and forth between these applications to have multiple copies into your clipboard. So what you can do right now is, with this native clipboard, is that you can copy multiple items, okay, and when you finally have to paste it somewhere, okay, you can just okay, let me start that up. Okay, so say I have copied multiple stuff, and when I then click paste, okay, now I have just one thing copied. Okay, so if I can copy multiple stuff, it will just show up a list of stuff that I have already copied, and I can choose what to paste and what not. So it's very useful if you copy and paste a lot, or if you do a lot of stuff like that. So the next one that comes in my list is OK Google for third-party activities, which is very useful. But however, there is a small bug, and I cannot seem to make it work with the Asus launcher. Okay, so what this does is you can add the OK Google trigger to almost any application that you want, and even to custom launchers, even though it is not Google Now launcher. So it did work with me for some other launcher. It didn't work for me in Asus launcher. I set it up in the Google Chrome browser to show you, so let me just go through that. Okay, Google. There you go. It's there. So the first time it's a bit slow, but for the next time it will be fast enough. So like that. Okay, Google. As you can see, it's pretty responsive, and it works everywhere in any app that you choose. You can just head over to its options, okay, and select activities, and you can select whatever apps that you have installed and whatever apps you want the trigger to work in. So the launcher won't come up here, or the default Asus launcher won't come up here. Okay. So moving on to the next one is our Xprivacy. So there has been some person who has been asking me whether this update actually solves that, where you can change each app's permission. So no, it is not built in. Okay, it's a thing of Android M, but if you really want to change app permissions individually, okay, all you can do is install this Xprivacy module, and here you have all your apps, and you can change individual settings, and there's a lot to do over here. Okay, there's a lot that you can do over here. As you can see, you can change whatever permission each app is using and block them. So if you are a privacy freak, this is the app for you. Some people have also been asking me if Xstana or Gravity Box is working, and yes, Xstana is working, okay, but it can give you some scaling issues with the notification bar, so I don't use it, okay, but it does work, okay. So if you install it and you need to reboot, and it will work. So but Gravity Box, as we know that it's not compatible with custom ROMs, or not custom ROMs, let's say custom UI ROMs, and Gravity Box can give you boot loops and even soft bricks. So I'll not recommend you to install that app. So if you are into that kind of weird thing of changing the status bar, just hold it for a while till something compatible comes out, because Gravity Box can give you errors. And the next and the final one, which is also one of my other favorites, is YouTube background playback. So the YouTube app, when you say you play music and you minimize the app, the YouTube will automatically pause the video and the music. So since Spotify is not available in our country, I use YouTube for a lot of free music streaming, and this is very handy. Okay, so I'll just play a song. Okay, I'll just wait for that to start up. Okay, that's an ad. Okay, I'll just get that. Okay, so there you go, the app is on. Okay, the song is on, and as you can see, it adds a nice music player toggle over here in the notification state, which is actually very nice. There's a small bug where when you minimize it, finally it pauses for a little while, and then it will again start up automatically, and there you go, we have background playback, so which is very nice. It works very nice, and it's very useful. So that's all for all the top 10 modules that you can use for your Asus Zenfone 5 right now, or as a matter of fact for Zenfone 4. So I don't know if Xposed module is out there for Zenfone 4, but if it works on Zenfone 5, it will also work on Zenfone 2 and on Zenfone 4. So if there are some other Xposed modules that is good and works on the Zenfone 5 and I have missed, please write it down in the comments below, and I'll try to make one updated video with all your suggestions. Okay, if you have not installed Xposed module as of yet, okay, there's a link in the description below on how to do that for your Zenfone 5, so go ahead and check that video and install it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. If this video helped you, Okay, subscribe for more such videos. There's more coming up on our Zenfone 5 as to how to save battery and stuff. Okay, peace.